So, we'll talk about one thing that is very, very huge Shvatish, which is Dira B'Sachtoinim. But I didn't make this up for huge Shvat. Happens to be the next point after what we discussed last week. Last week we discussed the pasuk in Tehillim, Gal Einai Babita Niflod Mitoratecha. Unveil my eyes and I'll see wonders from your Torah. The Rebbe asks a simple question: why unveil my eyes? Obviously, I don't see Hashem because He's concealing Himself. Hashem, stop concealing yourself. Why is it to be Gal Einai? Why unveil my eyes? Why? So the guy next to me should still be blind? Better yet. So Rebbe asked a good question. David HaMelech should have said to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Ribono Shel Olam, don't worry about unveiling my eyes, just reveal yourself. But Mela, I'll see you. So that we understand, we started talking about why it has to be from below. It has to be that I need to change something, an unveiling to perceive you. That it's not, yes, Hashem hid Himself into creation, but He hid Himself into creation so that we find Him. And that leads us to what we'll discuss today, which is Basil Gali, which is Dira B'Sachtoinim. Now we have to understand, if we said before that our mission is to reveal Hashem as He is hiding in creation, that is our purpose. That's why Hashem created a hiding in the first place. He created a wall so that the wall could have cracks in it.
Okay.
That's why, by the way, the other pasuk that is connected to this pasuk, Gal Einai Babit Nefla Mitoratecha, is connected with Lag BaOmer. There's two psukim that are connected with Lag BaOmer. There's one. The other one is Ed Hagal Hazeh, which Yaakov says to Lavan. Ed Hagal Hazeh literally means this. It's not a statue. What do you call it? Where you put a bunch of rocks together. It's like a monument, but it's a monument that's made of just simple rocks.
Okay.
It says this will be a witness between us. This Yaakov and Lavan are saying, right? That is explained in Kabbalah as to be the division between the world of Atzilut and the worlds of Ein Sof. Yaakov and Lavan is the relationship between the world of Atzilus, because Yaakov Avinu in Kabbalah is the one that is building the world of Atzilus. Now we got a little Kabbalistic, but we'll come back to that. Either way, the purpose is Dira B'Sachtoinim. Dira B'Sachtoinim means that HaKadosh Baruch Hu wanted us to make a dwelling for Him in the lowest worlds. That is the secret of what's called the tzimzum. What is a tzimzum? Tzimzum is the contraction of God's light that made there possible to be darkness. What is light and darkness in this case? Light means revelation of Hashem.
Right.
Darkness means lack of revelation of Hashem, which is also to say concealment of Hashem. What does it mean? First we have to understand what does it mean, revelation of Hashem. So one way that the Kabbalists understand the way what Hashem's light means is in terms of fulfillment. So Kabbalists look at the world in terms of desire and fulfillment, which is in Lashon, in the words of Kabbalah, is Kalim and Aris. Vessels and lights. So the desire, obviously, we were created in God's image, and we're created in the image of the Sefirot. So we also have desire and fulfillment, right? Can you think of a desire? Well, anywhere from I'm hungry, I want to eat, I want to sleep, I want to be happy, I want you to move, right? These are all desires. If you actually add up all the desires, you get you. We are actually made up. If the Kabbalists are looking at your neshama, at your soul, and they had to break your soul down to components, so to speak, it would be broken up to different desires or wills. In Kabbalah, as we remember, desire also connects to the sphere of Kesser. Because all your desires is everything that you are. Now there's the fulfillment of your desires. Right? The fulfillment of your desires is done through work, through samstars of going through time and space. For example, class example, if you want a sandwich, you have a desire for a sandwich. What is standing between your desire for a sandwich and you're enjoying a delicious sandwich are as time and space. Space is the physical distance between you and all the ingredients to make up a sandwich, and you have to go collect them all into one plus space, right? That's space. And doing that takes time. So what's really standing between you and that sandwich could be a law degree or anything else you may want, is time and space. Hello, hence creation. Right, space-time. Exactly. Now, so let's define what space-time is. Space-time is that thing that is created when you separate desire and fulfillment.
Space-time is space and time meshed into one.
And that is the product of this moment of separating the desire and its fulfillment. That is the tzimzum.
Space-time is the tzimzum?
No, space-time is the product of this tzimzum. And this goes all the way up to the most spiritual levels of the highest worlds, of Atzilut and higher. And this means also to the lowest dimension of this very physical reality around us. So this is the fundamental concept. That is, what brought about creation, what brought about space-time, is the separation of the desire and its fulfillment. See, before the world was created, the desire and its fulfillment were one. There was no separation between them. That is what the Kabbalists say, that the vessels and the lights were one. But the problem is, at that point, there's no vessels. Because the light is Or Ein Sof. It is a light of no end. So whatever desire arises, it is immediately fulfilled. Because no desire, even no end desire, is satisfied by no end fulfillment. Think about it in different words. Let's say instead of no end is a very difficult number to work with. If you had a vessel for 10 pounds, and you had 10 pounds worth of something, they fit. Now what happens in that 11th pound? If you had an extra pound, it has no vessel to go into, right? It's quite how it works mathematically.
Right.
Same with infinity. Which means whatever size desire there is, how much want there is in the universe, now think about it, all the want of all the people and all the animals and all the inanimate objects, all the desires on all levels of creation, spiritual and physical together, sum them all up to a certain amount of desire, infinite desire. It is immediately nullified by infinite fulfillment. Now what does this mean? Let's understand 1 second with our own senses what it means to have a desire immediately fulfilled. It is, let's say, a beautiful steak meal. That's fulfillment, right? What happens if you just finished eating?
You're full.
You're full. And this whole big steak meal that you have in front of you is worthless to you. You can't enjoy it because you have no desire for it. When the desire is extinguished, there's no fulfillment. Before, when desire and fulfillment were one, it's like Hashem's light filled all the worlds. There's nothing there. Nothing literally existed. That level is called nothingness, because as soon as a certain desire would theoretically arise, it is immediately fulfilled by the endless light of fulfillment and is nullified. That's what it means. Everything is nullified in the world of Ein Sof. When Hashem made a tzimtzum, when he contracted his light, the Kabbalists are saying Hashem contracted his light, what they did is they created empty space, so to speak, or space that is void of that divine light. That created a vessel, that created a certain desire that is not immediately fulfilled, immediately nullified. That desire becomes fulfilled through a then progressive reintroduction of Hashem's infinite light of fulfillment. And this creates all the worlds of Atzilus, B'riyah, Yetzirah, and Asiyah. We'll cut this and start again on the next.